Before we begin, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to our channel, and click the notification bell for more amazing videos. Man tells woman, no mask, no service. She comes back wearing this. He'd had enough. He decided to get back to work and put his experience behind him. Unknown to him, she'd be coming back. Well, he continued his day as usual. She was looking in her car for what she needed. Where'd she put it? She couldn't keep it in plain sight. She looked through her whole car while thinking about the sinister plan she was about to act out. Michael was the owner of a general store. People from all walks of life had been through the store. Since it was the only general store for miles, he really enjoyed the interesting customers that would travel through to see what the store had. Michael loves the social aspect of being a store owner. He gets to meet new people every day, and it keeps things interesting in an otherwise dry life. But today he wasn't prepared for the interesting person that would walk through the doors. For her own safety and the safety of others, he told her she had to wear a mask. It wasn't anything personal, that's just how it works these days. If you go to the shop, you put on a mask. She didn't seem to appreciate that, though. It was a drab Monday morning like any other. Michael had made sure the shop's stock was always topped up, and normally his customers were really nice. Everything was going well until she entered the store. The sound of the door opening made all eyes fall on her. Michael saw her disregard the no mask, no service sign as she passed it on her way. What was she doing? She stopped walking once she got inside and just stood there. Michael knew she was trouble from the moment she stepped inside. When her gaze fell on him, he could feel his stomach twisting in a knot. It seemed like she wanted to stare Michael down before continuing inside the store. He assumed this because he could see her smile since she wasn't wearing a mask. She turned on her heel and walked down one of the aisles. Michael quickly walked around the counter and made his way toward her. He was ready for whatever excuse she had. Michael got her attention and kindly said, "I'm sorry, ma'am, but you'll have to put a mask on if you want to shop here." She looked at him for a moment, contemplating what he had said, and then answered, "No, I don't." She immediately started reciting her rights, but Michael had heard it all before. So when she was done with her long-winded and redundant statement, he just looked at her and said, "Wear a mask or leave the store." Little did Michael know that this was only the start of his troubles. She looked at him and shook her head violently. He pointed at the sign she disregarded earlier and then pointed at the door. She needed to wear a mask or she had to leave. That was policy. It seemed like she was looking for attention. She smiled at him and laughed in his face as she walked out. This is what she planned the whole time. She was waiting for this moment. Michael breathed a sigh of relief when she was gone. Now he could carry on with his day. He just hoped that no one like her would come through the doors again. Anti-maskers were his worst nightmare. He soon forgot about her and started packing more stock. But she was waiting by her car, planning her next move. She was still watching the storefront from her car. She could see Michael. She couldn't help but grin. He had no idea what was going to come next. She looked down at her glove compartment and opened it. She couldn't remember where she'd put it the last time she used it. She couldn't leave it where people could see it, not yet at least. She rummaged through her car and she started to panic. Where was it? She soon finds it and waits for a rendezvous. He finally pulls up beside her and rolls down his window. She asks if he has what they need. He replies yes. She looks at what he's wearing and laughs maniacally. It's time to get back to the store and see what the owner thinks now. It's definitely something he won't forget. Michael is surprised to see her burst back through the doors, but this time she has a mask on. But it's not any kind of mask. It's a very, very particular mask. Michael barges up to her and tells her to get out. "I have a mask on," she shouts, but Michael is adamant. She screams insults at him as she calls for the man waiting outside to come in. Her husband walked confidently through the door. He's dressed in an officer's uniform. He's come to defend his wife, who's wearing a mask with a Nazi symbol on it. But they can't fool Michael. The uniform's fake, and the man is smaller than Michael. He makes quick work of them and bans them from ever setting foot in his store again. Karen is enraged until she runs out of steam and leaves with her husband following suit. Michael's store is the only one in close proximity to their home, so now they have to drive an hour to the next town over anytime they want milk. Then they threaten to take personal revenge on Michael, but he's not worried. Michael later posted a story on Reddit and got an outpour of support and admiration from how he handled the situation. Remaining calm and firm in a situation when you're dealing with an angry and unstable person is definitely a trait worth celebrating, and people made sure to let him know he was right. One user wrote, "She was trying to push every button the shop owner had because people like Karen want to own the libs any way they can. It's pathetic." While another wrote, "Hell yes, dude. I hate stories where corporate rolls over because they need the business. I will never see myself serving some Nazi regalia wearing moron. I wish everyone was as empowered and willing to do this as you." Please share this with your friends and family.